recommendation of the Planning and Zoning Commission.
Attorney.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Madam President, Council, and all those present. As you're aware, the City Council received a positive recommendation from the Planning and Zoning Commission as it relates to property related at 5945, 5959, 5957, 5921, 5761, and 5861 Rock Mountain Road. And that is for a rezoning on a positive recommendation. And the City Council, having reviewed that recommendation, has determined that it may be beneficial to ensure full consideration of public input and consistency with city zoning and comprehensive planning objectives. The council further finds that referring the matter back to the zoning commission for further review and a revised recommendation is in the public interest and is consistent with the principles of sound land use and management due process. Therefore, the City Council is recommending that the matter be referred back to the Planning and Zoning Commission for further review, additional public comment, and issuance of a revised recommendation to the City Council after those public hearings are held.
Council, you've heard the attorney. What's your pleasure?
Madam President, given the information that has been stated by our attorney, I would like to make a recommendation or make a motion that we send this back to our planning and zoning.
We have a motion by Councilor Porter, a second by Councilor Stevens. Roll call, Ms. Townsend.
Councilor Collier.
Aye.
Councilor Jackson.
Aye.
Councilor Stevens.
Aye.
Councilor Porter.
Aye.
Councilor Thickman.
Aye.
5 ayes, no nays, the motion carries.
Thank you.
Item 9 is a City of Bessemer, Alabama preliminary and reimbursement resolution regarding water systems improvement.
Yes, ma'am. This is a resolution having to do with Bessemer Water Service. Mr. Shannon Payton represents the Water Service. He is present, and I ask him to comment at this time.
This is what we call a parameters resolution. As you know, Lakeshore Parkway and Morgan Road are being widened and relocated. It's gonna require that Bessemer Water Service relocate a significant amount of water lines. The total cost is a little over $4 million. About $500,000 is gonna be reimbursable. The balance will not be, so it's about a $3.5 million project that Bessemer Water Service will have to pay for. So what we're requesting at this time is to engage Butler Snow Bond Council to proceed with securing a bond issue amount of $3.5 million. The parameters resolution talks about $10.5 million, but what is before you today is gonna be a $3.5 million bond issue for the improvements. This resolution also allows Bessemer Water Service to use existing funds in its account to begin the construction. And that way, by having this resolution in place, you will be able to reimburse yourself with the bond proceeds.
Hey, how long do you think that this particular project will last, and when will be the start date?
So, once you award the contract, it will proceed immediately. And I'm thinking it's about a 120-day project. It's gonna be pretty quick. And we just wanna make sure that we do have the bond transaction aligned with this. And then hopefully on September when your next meeting is, let's see, September 2nd, hopefully by then we'll be ready to go. If not, we'll certainly be ready by the third Tuesday of September. Yeah.
Council, is there anyone else? Not, I'll entertain a motion.
Madam President, Council Jackson, I'd like to move the item, please.
Second.
We have a motion by Councilor Jackson, a second by Councilor Porter to approve the resolution. Roll call, Ms. Taylor.
Counselor Collier. Counselor Jackson.
Aye.
Counselor Stevens. Counselor Porter.
Aye.
Counselor Pickens.
Aye.
5 ayes, no nays, the motion carries.
Item 10.
Item 10 is a resolution authorizing the extension of the contract with Central Alabama Asphalt.
Attorney.
Yes, ma'am. The city of Bessemer is currently on a contract with Central Alabama Asphalt Company for street patching, the project number B 1829. They have been doing our street patching. That contract is scheduled to expire on September 30th, 2025. Our city engineer, Ron Gilbert, has reviewed this, and Central Asphalt, in a letter dated July 21st, agreed to an extension of that contract. Mr. Gilbert with the engineering department recommends that we extend the contract and that it will save money on bid procurement and advertising costs, and that it will require a new contract, and that the work that they are doing, that's being done by Central Alabama Asphalt is excellent work. So we recommend that we extend this contract for 1 more year to allow them to continue to work, save money and time.
Council, are there any questions? Councilor Stevens.
My question is, accountability on the asphalt that they're doing, on the paving of it, repaving, resurfacing. Can we hold, more accountable on some of the redos that they do, that they'll get more smoother, a little bit more?
Yes, sir, if you'll give me some locations, we'll get them to look at that. If things bad, we'll get them to redo them.
Yeah, I can.
Yes, sir.
Madam Chair,
Councilor Collier.
I'd like to move the item. Second.
I have one more question.
Yes.
So this contract that we have with them now has provisions in it to extend
Yes.
with approval, doesn't it? Okay. I
Yes, it
wanted
does.
to make that,
This will be the last extension.
okay. Instead of bidding it, because it sounds like, we don't wanna go out and bid, because it might cost us more money, but it's already in the contract to
Yes.
extend it, okay. I just wanted to
The
clarify.
option is there.
Thank you. So we have a motion by Councilor Stevens, a second by Councilor Collier. Is that right? Reverse. Roll call, Ms. Taylor.
Counselor Collier. Counselor Jackson. Aye. Counselor Stevens. Counselor Porter.
Aye.
Counselor Pickens.
Aye.
5 ayes, no nays, the motion carries.
Please note the arrival of Councilor King.
Counselor King arrived at the city council meeting at 9:18 a.m.
We got stuck in the same break. Item 11.
Resolution authorizing emergency purchase of equipment for Bessemer Electric Service.
Attorney.
Yes, ma'am. This is a resolution from Bessemer Electric Service, to purchase a new dairy truck. It's a dairy truck used for installing poles, things of that nature. And we ask the council to declare an emergency situation here and authorize the direct purchase of that truck. The city, the Bessemer Utilities owns 4 trucks, and 3 of those trucks are down for maintenance. We're now entering into the hurricane and tornado season, and we anticipate that we will need that extra truck, so we're asking the bid law permits this in an emergency situation, so we're asking the council to declare an emergency and authorize the purchase of this, truck.
How long will it take to construct?
It's gonna be a lease purchase type, and it's gonna take about a month or so to get it, so if we bid it, it'll take you so longer.
Not like fire trucks, it takes years.
Not years, but months. Mr. Payton, President, he be coming in well.
Well, one of the other problems is like, Mr. Kelly says, that it's hurricane season, and two of the trucks can't even be repaired that we have, they're over 25 years old. The one that's under 25 is, we've got a 4-month repair on it, so we're down to one truck right now. There are no new vehicles available. Well, Mr. Carty and Mr. Garber have searched, they can't find it, because these are used vehicles that we're looking at. And section 41-1653 of the code says that if there's likely cause of harm to an individual or public property, you can, excuse the bidding process, which if we bid, we wouldn't be successful anyway, because there aren't any new ones. So we can't write specifications, for it, and Mr. Carty is informing that in certain situations, you need 2 trucks to be able to install poles, and we're down to 1. So we could be placed in a situation where we couldn't repair power and we had to do that. So that's why, one of the other requirements of the code is that have at least 2 different price options. And we've looked at 6 different vehicles. And, the best one that Mr. Carty believes is this 2019 International 7400. And it will be financed, for 60 months, payments, I think, $47.99, $47.66 a month for 60 months. Could have done a 72-month option, but it's only reduced the payment down to like $4,000, so I felt like this was the best option.
Madam Chair, I have one question. So the 3 trucks that are down, do we have any idea how long they will be down? And are we doing any PMs on preventive maintenance checks on those?
So there's 2 trucks are over the 25 years of age, and the manufacturer has told us that they will no longer service those vehicles, so we can't repair those. One that we have that is in the shop, youngest one, it's gonna take 4 months to repair it, so we're down to one. One of these trucks that are over 25 years of age, one that's in service, that if it goes down, we can't have repairs, so that's why the necessity, we're going to purchase this one, and when you have the other truck, the younger one that's going through the repair stage, back in 4 months, you'll have 2 trucks that will be reliable.
You make it sound like it's a human. Thank you.
Anyone else? I'll entertain a motion. Counselor Stevens. Have a motion by Counselor Stevens, a second by Counselor Jackson, in order. Roll call, Ms. Taylor.
Counselor Collier.
Aye.
Counselor Jackson.
Aye.
Counselor King. Counselor Stevens.
Aye.
Counselor Porter.
Aye.
Counselor Pickton.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, the motion carries.
Item 12.
Item 12 is a resolution requesting $500 from District 5 discretionary funds to feed Bessemer Middle School football team on August 27, 2025.
Turn.
Yes, ma'am, this is a resolution put forward by Councilor Tico Stevens. As you know, we're getting back into the school year, schools are starting now, and, Councilor Stevens would like to donate $500 from his discretionary fund to the Bessemer Middle School Summer Sports Program.
Okay, Counselor, are there any questions?
Madam President, I'd like to move the item.
Have a motion by Counselor Porter, second by Counselor Jackson, to approve the resolution. Roll call, Ms. Taylor.
Counselor Collier.
Aye.
Counselor Jackson.
Aye.
Counselor King. Counselor Stevens. Counselor Porter.
Aye.
Counselor Pickton.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, the motion carries.
Item 13.
Bessemer Library Foundation Board is requesting the fee to be waived on Bessemer Civic
13.
13. I don't think there's a resolution.
No, no, that it's not, but as we know, Bessemer Public Library is a portion of the city, and they're having their annual event on this date, the one that Mr. Porter has been shoving at us for quite some time now. And it does benefit the library, a tremendous benefit to the library. And, they're asking to waive the fee at the library, at the civic center.
Counselor, are there any questions? Entertain a motion.
Madam President, I motion to move item 13.
We have a motion by Counselor Jackson, a second by Counselor Stevens to approve the item. Roll call, Ms. Taylor.
Counselor Collier. Counselor Jackson.
Aye.
Counselor King. Counselor Stevens. Counselor Porter.
Aye.
Counselor Buchanan.
Aye.
6 ayes, no nays, the motion carries.
We will skip 14 and go to 15.
Council members' comments, statements, or motions.
One more time.
Madam Chair. On behalf of the Bessemer Public Library Foundation, I would just like to thank my fellow colleagues for allowing us to use the Civic Center Main Hall and for waiving those fees. Thank you so much.
Anyone else?
Madam Chair,
Counselor.
just want to say happy birthday, Mayor.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You turned a year older yesterday.
Thank you so very much.
Good job.
Glad to be here.
Sing happy birthday. We're not gonna
Please,
sing it
please,
today.
please don't.
Okay, okay.
Happy birthday, yes, sir.
Thank you.
Anyone else? We will move to item 16.
Citizen participation.
This is your chance to come before this council. If you have any comments or any requests, come forward now. You'll have 3 minutes. Please state your name and address for the record. Come forward if you'd like to speak.
Morning. My name is Charles Miller. I'm the Policy Director at the Alabama Rivers Alliance. Our address is 4439 Fifth Avenue South, Birmingham. And I just wanted to thank the council for sending the rezoning request for the data center parcels back to the Planning and Zoning Commission, where they can do some due diligence, get to the bottom of some of the questions that some of the community members here have, and hopefully get us some answers. So we really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Good morning, City Councilors, Mayor, and City Attorney. My name is Ryan Anderson. I'm an attorney at the Southern Environmental Law Center. Our address is 2829 Second Avenue South. And I just want to echo what Mr. Miller said and thank you all for returning this decision back to the Planning and Zoning Commission. Last Friday, SELC and a number of other social and environmental-based nonprofit groups submitted a protest to your council outlining some concerns that we and some impacted landowners have about the project. That protest raised a number of questions, and I just ask that you all review that and demand answers to those questions before we all end up back here. So, thank you all, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Reverend Michael Malcolm, the Executive Director of Alabama Interfaith Power and Light. I have to curtail my comments a little bit, so bear with me. Thank you for once again hearing from me. My hope is that you will also consider my voice in your ultimate decision making. I realize that you aren't the drivers of this initiative. However, you are the safety guards. The current administration is literally all gas and no brakes. When it comes to these data centers, those who are driving this as the economic boom have failed to adhere to the speed limits, and most importantly, they have failed to yield for pedestrians. This is happening in your community. It is your community who is being harmed. It is your community who is being run over. It is your community and it is your responsibility. It is your responsibility to protect your community. You are the safety guards. You are the stand-between. You are the final defense. It is your responsibility to your community to say no to the reckless driving that's happening right now. It is your responsibility to say no to sacrificing your community, your authority, and ultimately your responsibility. Thank you.
I'm Susan Walker. I live at 5881 South Shades Crest Road, Bessemer. Thank you for hearing from us today, council. Thank you, Reverend, for your comments. I concur with that. I'm a licensed Alabama social worker, and from a collaborative point of view, communities are finding that the best solutions are found when working together in collaboration. And I want to focus on values. In order to collaborate, we need to understand the values we're working with. I know the citizens have expressed their values regarding commitment to the environment, commitment to social responsibility to one another, to residents, and our commitment request for corporate responsibility. Those are our values, and I hope you share those values too. And I hope as we go forward that the council will be more forthcoming about your values, your goals, what you're hoping for. I think we can all agree that we would welcome smart growth for Bessemer. And I applaud your interest in finding industry, and certainly the data center industry is rapidly developing worldwide. I have noted in my research that governments have found, because of the large potential environmental impact that this industry has, governments have found their role in requiring sustainability, requiring designs from companies that focus on sustainability, and that those innovations are developing rapidly around the world. The European Union, the UK, Australia, Singapore, California, many places that I discovered have stringent sustainability guidelines in place, but it was the government that had to step up and require those from the stakeholders involved. So I would just ask that you look into these new sustainability innovations in the data center industry. One I saw in the data center knowledge website, technology analyst noted that using empty buildings is a very sustainable way about adding data centers in your community. We have a lot of empty buildings. That might be something to consider when you're looking at this industry. Thank you for hearing my comments. I look forward to your progress. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Hello, my name is Shelby Stanfield, and I am a concerned citizen of McCalla that lives approximately 10 miles from the proposed site for Project Mark. In 2023, I moved to the city of Birmingham.
You can state your name.
11319 Hickman Chapel Road.
I'm sorry, what?
11319 Hickman Chapel Road. In McCalla. In 2023, I moved to the city of Birmingham to continue my architectural career in hopes to design for a thriving community. Within 4 short months, my life completely turned upside down. My apartment in downtown Birmingham was filled with toxic black mold and triggered cardiac asthma and multi-system environmental illness. I lost majority of my belongings, my home, my job, my relationship, my ability to travel, and my health to being overexposed to environmental toxins. I was at peak health prior to moving here, living and working in national parks, and hiking to the bottom of the Grand Canyon and back in the same day. I no longer can tolerate the air quality in downtown Birmingham. My body begins to ache, my head begins to pound, my lungs become inflamed, and my body is consumed with extreme fatigue. I moved to McCalla to escape the city pollutants and to piece my life back together and to find healing in rural lands. With extensive treatment and relocating to better air quality, I'm now able to support myself again with a full-time remote position where my home is also my office. I've slowly built up to almost daily walks on a flat surface in Orchard Gardens and making steps to attempt to be a part of the community once again, as this illness left me completely isolated. Environmental illnesses are real, and they are already here, often mislabeled as with the environmental factors not considered. Your child with eczema, your mom with fibromyalgia, your aunt with Crohn's disease, your grandmother with rheumatoid arthritis, and your friend with asthma. With toxins already filling our air, water, soil, and food, and with the coronavirus leaving our respiratory and immune system susceptible, if this project moves forward, it will not only deplete our resources and destroy the city and surrounding area as we know it, it will overfill our citizens' toxic load, leaving them permanently sick. There will be no city left to council, and there will be no citizens to physically work the estimated jobs brought. And I will consider myself, once again, displaced by living in an uninhabitable environment.
Anyone else?
I'm Nelson Brook with Black Warrior River Keeper, 712 37th Street South in Birmingham. Appreciate y'all sending this back to the Planning and Zoning Commission. It's an important move to make sure that this project's impacts are fully considered, particularly with regard to groundwater and surface water resources in the region. This is a big project, and it could have major impacts that are unforeseen, especially given the lack of information that the public has been given about the scope of this project and all of the resources and impacts it could use and have. Very concerned about groundwater. If this project ends up using groundwater, there's the impacts to not only the quantity of groundwater for residents, agriculture, and businesses, but also quality. The nearby quarry has dewatered and caused significant sinkhole issues. There's a coal mine just north of the project that's also had impacts, and prior mining that's had impacts on groundwater. The city of Bessemer is home to a shining star, the endangered watercress darter. It's one of y'all's most special resources, and if this project were to withdraw groundwater, it could have grave impacts on that population, which is really important for the survival of that species. It only lives in 5 freshwater springs in Jefferson County and nowhere else in the world. And then of course, if surface water is used, there's concerns about what impacts that could have on not only infrastructure, but also the wastewater system. Jefferson County is still spilling a lot of sewage throughout its collection system, the Valley Creek system. And so we have concerns about whether the wastewater would even get there for treatment, and if it could be treatable given whatever the companies would place into the water for control of cooling systems. So thank you for taking all this into consideration, and you'll have a nice day.
I have a copy of the petition.
Hello, my name is Stephen DiCaprio. I'm here on behalf of the Cahaba Alliance for Conservation and Sustainability. I live in Birmingham, Alabama. Excuse me?
Address of the
Oh,
record.
1301 South Hall Road, Birmingham, Alabama, 35213. I have presented to the clerk a petition opposing the data center project with 130 signatures and comments. And I have zip codes so you know which of those people are residents and which are outside the community. From the people that are outside the community, it's people in neighboring towns primarily. And the one thing I want to talk about, in addition to just presenting the petition, is that rezoning is a really powerful tool, and it's a tool that should be used for the benefit of the community, not the benefit of an individual. And in that role, the city has a powerful opportunity to advocate for the community. And if you look at the petition, you'll see the concerns of the people who signed in. The destruction of forested land, the use of water, use of energy. All of these things are things that the city could advocate for resolving and having, and using zoning to encourage sustainable development, sustainable investment in the community. And so I just encourage you to use the zoning powers that you have for the good of the community. So thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Kyle Kreider. I'm the policy director for the People's Justice Council. And I'm also here as a concerned citizen because I live just down the road at 1614 Oak Park Drive, Helena, 35080. People's Justice Council, or PJC, is an environmental justice organization. That is, we are here to ensure that people and planet that supports all the people are not sacrificed on the twin altars of power and profit. And we all know there's a lot of power and profit behind whomever the secret agent behind all of this is. It's one of the top 10 pre-bid contracts in the US. That's a lot of money on the table, folk. So we're gonna do our best to follow that money, dark as it is. But I'm here to, and let me take a step back and say thank you, echoing the other words of the speakers, thank you for putting on the brakes for this project, for doing the right thing. And now I'd like to, in closing, give you, I'll spare you the technical documents for a more appropriate venue. Again, thank you for making that decision. But I'd like to leave you with a note that this data center, this hyperscale data center, is not necessary, despite everything that we have been brought to believe about AI. Y'all, I'm not anti-AI. I'm also a college professor. I have a certificate in the ethical use of AI, smart use of AI. But what is driving the unnecessary need that is driving data centers like this one is not smart use of AI, it's stupid use of AI. It is web search results, for example, of all the major search engines, automatically including an AI summary on your results page. And that causes a number of problems. One, it drives stupid overdevelopment, planet killing, people killing overdevelopment like this one. But it also harms all sorts of other people in very real, I'm talking dollar sign ways. Advertisers hate AI summary results unless they're the AI, because it means that people aren't clicking through on those links and getting dollars. It means that legitimate websites are not getting visited. So we've got some strange partners in this campaign that we're building that you'll hear more about. But I just want to leave you with that this is not necessary. We are working to change people's behavior, and ultimately the search engines, asking the major search engines to make AI opt in rather than opt out. And stop this stupidity that's driving this. And because otherwise, the only marvel about Project Marvel is going to be how much all of our utility bills are going up. And according to Alabama Power, that's already building a gas-fired power plant, dirty power plant, to fund 2 data centers. Is this one? We don't know. Already our bills are going up $3 a month. So, thank you for putting on the brakes.
Anyone else? Anyone? That it? All right, thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.